I'm not shitting you, 70 to 500 versions of that line.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay for that later.
Blake Lively there as Lady.
Yes, you are.
All this editing nonsense of Blake refusing to let Justin make his movie and I'm not going to give you Taylor's song. I'm not going to give you Taylor's song. You mean girl.
Tap the fourth wall too. The proposal.
Good God.
It's so ridiculous.
I fucking hate Nice Pool. Worse than Deadpool does.
And here we
fucking hate Nice Pool worse than Deadpool does. That was Ryan Reynolds.
Taylor Swift just unleashed a revelation that's sending shockwaves through Hollywood. The global superstar has allegedly released damning text messages that expose Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, conspiring to sabotage actor Justin Baldoni's career after he wouldn't go along with their secretive agenda, and it gets even messier. Insiders claim the power couple has been leveraging their children as calculated tools in a long-running PR strategy designed to preserve their flawless reputation. Sources say this manipulation has been unfolding quietly for years, until now. So what finally drove Swift to turn on her once close friend? Keep watching. We're unpacking every piece.
Relations that sort of confirm his hatred of Nice Pool and everything else. This is the true shocker right here. So here it is, guys.
Poor guy.
Our fight isn't with
Hey,
you.
when I want your opinion, I'll take Wolverine's dick in your mouth.
That's kid.
Guiltily, that is my daughter,
I'm
Inez.
so sorry we have to admit that.
You didn't have to admit it. You didn't have to admit it, for one. You could have just kept that a secret, which I probably would have done, and let that come out if the kid wants to admit it later, right? Like, for one, you didn't have to admit it, but he gleefully is about to admit it, and it's worse.
I am Father of the Year over here for allowing her to say such language, which, to her credit, she really didn't want to say, and then came back later and said, I want to say it now, when I started looking at other people to play
Yeah,
it.
but right.
Some other kid's gonna take your part, Inez. You sure you don't want to do Daddy's disgusting line?
And to our discredit,
Very
we made
manipulative.
Nezzy do I'm not shitting you 70 to 500 versions of that line.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay for that later.
Blake Lively there as Lady.
Yes, you are.
Dude, but Justin Baldoni's.
Have you ever questioned whether Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' perfectly polished social media posts are as authentic as they seem? You're definitely not alone, and now, bombshell reports suggest there may be more fiction than fact behind their picture-perfect life. For years, the Hollywood pair has projected a brand built on cheeky humor, sweet family snapshots, and a seemingly unshakable marriage. But behind that glossy image, insiders say a much more calculated reality has been playing out, and the person at the heart of this shocking turn, none other than Taylor Swift. Sources familiar with the situation reveal that Taylor has been holding on to some game-changing information about the couple, quietly observing and waiting for just the right moment to come forward. So, what triggered her? It reportedly began with a series of messages Swift stumbled upon on Blake's phone, messages that completely changed how she viewed the couple. Taylor was blindsided, a source said. These weren't harmless chats. They were detailed exchanges where Blake and Ryan discussed using their kids to manipulate public perception. In one message, Blake allegedly guided Ryan on how to stage a tender father-daughter scene for Instagram, carefully timed to promote his upcoming movie. The level of pre-planning shocked even longtime Hollywood insiders. They have a literal content calendar, said one source. Every candid family moment is orchestrated months in advance to line up with PR goals, premieres, endorsements, even to deflect bad press. Nothing is off the cuff. The claims grow more troubling with testimonies from 3 ex-staffers who recently broke their silence. They alleged that many of the couple's family photos were elaborate productions that took hours to perfect. We'd redo shots dozens of times. One former employee said, Ryan would obsess over lighting. Blake would adjust the kids' positions until everything looked naturally flawless. It was all staged. What ultimately pushed Taylor to speak out, sources say, was discovering the couple's true feelings about actor Justin Baldoni. Well, they appeared cordial in public. Private messages reportedly showed Blake scheming to undercut his credibility in the industry. She felt threatened by his rise, claimed a member of Baldoni's team. Some of those texts have allegedly circulated within a tight Hollywood circle, revealing detailed conversations about how to quietly smear him. One particularly disturbing message from Blake reportedly read, "We need another baby photo this week. The numbers are dropping." That single line has caused major ripples in the entertainment world, sparking outrage over the alleged use of children as brand shields. If true, these accusations could seriously damage the couple's reputation as Hollywood's most beloved duo. What many thought were innocent posts and heartfelt family updates may have actually been part of an elaborate PR machine. And now, it appears Taylor Swift is determined to bring the real story into the light.
So to me, it was very ridiculous. And people were like, well, she went on the 12th, she called out sick on the 8th. And I'm like, well, it would be ridiculous for her to be in Vegas and for filming to be running late, something delayed her in Vegas, and then she can't make the show. So the thing a manipulative person would do is, let me just take the whole week off. Forget caterers, forget hair and makeup, forget the individuals who really need to be there, because not everybody has a contract for the movie. There are people who are making hourly wages that you're taking money from them. So the excuse people are really coming up for her is, well, she called out sick on the 8th and she went to the concert on the 12th. So 4 days in between, somebody could have recovered. And I'm like, well, then she should have made arrangements to be in Vegas.
Yep.
And they're like, well, what if she had childcare? She's rich enough to have childcare on the jet with her in Vegas. And whoever was watching her kids that allowed her to be at the Eras Tour could have been in Vegas watching the kids while she filmed. So the excuses don't work for me. Try again.
Well, it feels to me like, yeah, it's a photo op. She's doing this as not, but clearly every time they're there, while they blur out the faces, it's still like this opportunity where they were noticed every single time. And I don't fault Taylor. Taylor's probably like loves the fact that, oh, my friend has kids. She clearly is like seems like she'd be a fun auntie who like, come, I want to see the kid. Like, she doesn't have kids of her own. Like, I get all that, and it does make me wonder like if Blake was exploiting all that to like, yeah, Taylor, you could be the auntie to my kids, and I'll show up whenever. And there's just so much manipulation that I see straight out of what was happening to Taylor, and seeing Taylor distance herself now and now support Selena Gomez a lot louder, which we just saw her do an Instagram reel like this weekend promoting Selena's album, which she's never once supported Blake via reels. She supported Zoe Kravitz early on with her film, not ends with us. She supported now Selena Gomez, who had a falling out and now clearly hated Blake, right? So it's clear the more and more I see Taylor's done with them. She was
Have you ever stopped to question whether Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds flawless? Instagram posts are truly authentic or simply an illusion? Well, new claims suggest the truth may be far more scripted than fans ever imagined. For years, the couple has polished a public persona defined by clever humor, adorable family snaps, and a seemingly unbreakable relationship. Hollywood's sweethearts. But behind the curtain, recent revelations paint a much darker picture, one filled with control, secrecy, and betrayal. And at the heart of this unraveling story, Taylor Swift. Once a trusted friend and godmother to their children, Swift has allegedly known the truth for some time. Insiders claim she's been sitting quietly on a mountain of evidence, waiting for the right moment to expose it all. What's emerging isn't a tale of friendship, it's one of manipulation and image obsession. It reportedly all began during a casual girls' night at Taylor's apartment in New York. As she stepped away to grab drinks, Blake's phone began buzzing. What Taylor accidentally glimpsed left her frozen. A friend who was present described Taylor's reaction as rattled and speechless. The texts weren't about casual gossip or filming schedules. They allegedly revealed a coordinated plan to use their children as tools to boost public sympathy. Even more shocking were the jokes about Taylor's love life sent moments before Blake left friendly comments under her Instagram photos. A former assistant who worked closely with Blake revealed dozens of messages between the couple mocking Taylor's romantic history, while also discussing ways to ride the wave of her fame. They literally called her their fame cash cow, said a source in the music scene. Whenever their relevance dipped, they leaned on Taylor to spark attention. One explosive message had Blake writing to Ryan, "Time for another baby pick, his movie isn't performing." According to sources, this wasn't just catty talk. It allegedly reflected an entire PR system. The couple was said to operate a structured posting schedule for emotional family content aligned perfectly with premieres, endorsements, or reputation cleanups. Every single post is mapped out in advance, said one insider familiar with the operation. None of it is off the cuff. Things worsened when 3 former employees stepped forward. They revealed that many of the seemingly natural family images were choreographed like photo shoots. "We'd redo shots over and over," one staffer said. Ryan would perfect the lighting. Blake would reposition the kids. Only once it looked authentic would they post it. But the final nail reportedly came when Taylor discovered how they were talking about actor Justin Baldoni. Though Blake maintained a warm public rapport with him, texts allegedly revealed she was secretly attempting to stall his career progress. A member of Baldoni's team claimed Blake viewed his rapid rise as a threat. The messages supposedly contained tactics for undermining his name among industry executives, a darker layer of the couple's PR game. At first, Taylor didn't go nuclear. Loyal by nature, she confronted Blake privately, hoping for clarity and sincerity. Instead, Blake allegedly downplayed everything, blaming the texts on misunderstood sarcasm and labeling Taylor as too emotional. "She completely gaslit her," said someone from Swift's inner team. She even told Taylor she should talk to someone about her insecurities. That's when Taylor began pulling back. She stopped visiting their home, declined collaborative appearances, and began removing them from her public orbit. Observant fans noticed a sudden silence, but few could guess what had truly gone wrong. Behind the scenes, Taylor mourned the collapse of a friendship she once cherished, a relationship she now believed was rooted in exploitation. The situation took another twist when Taylor found out. Blake was allegedly circulating damaging rumors in advance, suggesting that Taylor was unstable and jealous of Blake's so-called perfect life. Sources believe it was a strategic move, meant to discredit Taylor before she could tell her side. To Taylor, this was the final betrayal. She's got proof that would shatter Blake's polished image, said one longtime associate. Taylor has written about heartbreak and deceit before, but those close to her say, this time, a song won't cut it. She's done playing nice. Her recent Instagram reel promoting Selena Gomez's album felt like more than just supported was a statement. Notably, Taylor has never championed Blake's projects that way. And Selena, who's also rumored to have split with Blake, now appears front and center. The message is loud and clear. Alliances have shifted. Now fans are left wondering, what will Taylor do next? If she chooses to release what she knows, it could cause a total collapse of the couple's wholesome public image. But even if she never posts a word, the fallout has already begun. Because this isn't just about a friendship gone wrong, it's a reminder of how easily celebrity stories are shaped. What looks like love and authenticity might actually be strategy. And behind the filtered perfection, there could be a reality no one ever saw coming. Taylor Swift has seen it tanned, no longer playing by the script,